Welcome to the Zeitgeist Lab Collection Season 2. We're talking community. Alex, how are you doing tonight?
I am tired. It's an overwhelming weekend. Having two small children is a lot of work, so I've been looking forward to this because it's been an overwhelming day.
Oh yeah, what's been overwhelming today? I mean, you always have kids, so it should always be overwhelming.
Yeah, some days are better than others. They were both just very high maintenance today, so it felt like a lot of work. A lot of answering questions. Miles is in the stage where it's 1,000 questions about everything. So.
Yeah, every kid goes through that phase.
Yeah.
Why?
Exactly. Right now, he's obsessed with knowing how old people are. He's like, how old is this person? Like, my grandfather, who turned 90 this year, he's always like, when's Grandpa Doug gonna die? I'm like, I don't know. Why are you always asking this? It's so weird.
When's he gonna die?
Yeah.
Wow, that's funny.
How are you doing today?
I'm doing pretty good. I've had a pretty uneventful week. I've just been looking forward to this. It's my only plan for the weekend.
Okay. You didn't do anything else this weekend?
No, not really. It's been a pretty boring life lately.
Did you leave the apartment at all?
Yeah, I got some beer.
Okay.
Left the apartment to get beer today. That's pretty much it. I went for a walk on Friday.
Okay.
But I'm really out of shape. I had to stop a couple times.
Got to get back into shape. Got to hit the gym.
Yeah. Well, I'm gonna be moving soon, in a couple months, so I have to look for a gym nearby.
Yeah.
And commit to that.
Well, just start running or get a scooter or something or a bike.
Yeah, I'm not much of a runner, but we'll see what happens.
Take up hopscotch.
Hopscotch, yeah. Every time I'll go for a long walk, and every time I see a hopscotch thing, I'll do it.
Yeah, that's what the Fentuzler
challenge neighborhood kids with hopscotch.
Exactly. Yeah.
Challenge neighborhood kids to some hopscotch.
You destroyed them.
Start betting on it. Yeah, start betting on it. Make some money.
Oh, hell yeah. Everyone needs a side hustle. Why can't yours be hopscotch?
Exactly, yeah. I thought this is the side hustle, but this doesn't make as much money.
Well, I mean, it makes more money than you're making with hopscotch currently.
That's true, yeah. That's true. But yeah, tonight I'm drinking another High Life. We're living the high life. No weed tonight, just straight beer.
Wow, what happened?
I don't have the money for it right now.
Oh, okay. Do you go through withdrawals?
No.
No?
No, I don't think weed withdrawals are a thing.
Oh, okay. I don't know.
But, yeah. What are you drinking tonight?
Water. Trying to be healthy.
That's boring.
I know. Although a lot of times you're just drinking water.
That's true. Yeah. But tonight's temperature calls for Miller High Life.
All right. So what is that temperature? Is there a temperature for when you're drunk but not drunk? A temperature for when you're drinking but not consuming weed, or is that just sober?
I got a pretty decent buzz going.
Okay. How many have you had?
Well, I had two while waiting for this to start, so I'm on my third one.
Okay.
Well, I started waiting at 9:00. This is the only thing in my life where I'm early. I'm very prepared for.
Nice.
Everything else, I'm just yeah, I'll get there eventually.
Right. Sure.
This once it hits 9:00, I get all my shit together. I sit down at the table and wait for that message to pop up.
Yeah, you're pretty quick. When I dropped that Zoom link.
Yeah. I cracked open the third beer as soon as the Zoom link dropped. Actually.
Nice.
Yeah, I like cracked open it and then I looked at the screen and the link was there. So I'm pumped.
Fuck yes.
All right. Um, Tonight we are talking about the clip show episode of Community.
Yeah, what's it called?
Partagrams of human memory.
Paradigms.
Paradigms. Okay. Paradigms of human memory.
Correct, yes.
Okay, I got it. Some of these episode titles are hard for me to pronounce.
Yeah. What did you say? Partagrams?
Yeah,
Is that even a word?
I don't know. I don't think so.
Partagrams.
But it's paradigms. Is that what you said?
Uh-huh.
Paradigms of. Okay, well, I typed it in earlier today at Google, and it knew what I was talking about.
Well, that's good.
So
that's something.
Google speaks my language. Brianese.
Not like Fentuzlern or something? Like,
I think, Brianese rolls off the tongue better than whatever.
It's a little more, yeah, it sounds a little more racist. You're right. It's better.
Oh, yeah, I guess so. So I reached out on Twitter, as I usually do, for our audience to bombard us with tasks to talk about things to talk about, etc.
Right.
And we actually got 2 responses today.
Wow. Okay, what do we got?
All right, let me pull it up here. Hold on. We have Buttermuffin 155 wants us to talk about the Donner Party.
Okay.
I don't know what that is.
You don't know what the Donner Party is?
I've heard of it.
You don't? Do you forget everything you learned in history class growing up?
Yes.
Yeah. Yes. Okay. The Donner Party. I mean, I don't know. They were a group of pioneers or settlers or something. They were traveling. I don't even know to where, from where, but they got stuck in like a high mountainous pass in the winter, and they ended up becoming cannibals and eating each other.
Oh. Okay. That's what they get for being colonizers.
Yeah, exactly. I think it was near Truckee, California.
Oh, okay. I know where that is.
Do you know where Truckee is?
I've heard of it.
You've heard of it? Okay.
And then...
Wait, hold on. Would you ever eat another person?
Oh, geez, that really depends on the circumstances.
Okay.
Maybe if it came down to it.
If it came down to it?
Yeah. Like, am I stranded on a desert island or something?
Okay.
Maybe. And like in this scenario, am I stranded somewhere? I don't know.
I don't think I could do it.
No?
Yeah.
I'd really have to dislike the person. I'd really have to hate.
So even if you were stranded somewhere, if you liked the person, you don't think you could do it?
No, I would exhaust every opportunity to get off the island we're stranded on.
I think I would eat Buttermuffin 155 if I had to. I think I would have no problems just kind of like slitting his throat and just eating him.
Oh, okay.
I mean, he's just all he does is talk about that fucking igloo, and some days I've just had enough of it. Like, maybe I would just eat him so I didn't have to hear about the igloo anymore.
Even if you weren't stranded somewhere?
Right, yeah.
Okay.
I just drive out to California and tell him to shut up about the goddamn igloo, and then pull out my knife.
Why is it? Wait, he has an igloo in California? That doesn't make any sense.
He lives near Tahoe, like in a higher elevation area, so he does get snow in the winter. And last winter, he built himself an igloo and won't shut up about it.
Yeah, I think I would eat butter muffin just because of the name.
Yeah, well, I mean, he's a cupcake.
Yeah, it sounds appetizing.
Yeah, but that's the other confusing thing. Like, he claims to be a muffin, but his Avi is a cupcake. So I would also eat him because I'm upset that he just confuses me.
Yeah, I would eat butter muffin too, I think.
Okay, all right. That's the official stance of the pod, is we would cannibalize butter muffin if given the chance. Yeah.
Yeah. I wouldn't cannibalize you.
You wouldn't what?
I wouldn't cannibalize you.
Oh, okay. Right, good. Maybe we can add that as a tier on the Patreon. If someone's willing to give us $100 a month, we will find a way to cannibalize butter muffin.
I thought you were going to say the tier would come with the promise that we wouldn't cannibalize that person.
Oh, that's a better idea. Maybe that's we can find some people that are really paranoid or fearful and get their money because they want some sort of guarantee that we will never eat them.
There's probably someone out there with that arrangement up here.
Yeah.
All right, so that's the Donner Party. I did not know that was a thing. So then our second subject comes from Toes, our loyal listener and friend Toes. And Toes wants us to talk about all these cool indie movies that Daniel Radcliffe has been in since Harry Potter ended. This is another subject I'm unfamiliar with.
I'm unfamiliar as well. I don't know that I've seen any Daniel Radcliffe movies other than Harry Potter.
He was in an episode of Bojack Horseman I watched today.
Oh, okay. Well, let's just talk about that then. Did he play himself?
He did, yeah.
Oh,
he was on a game show. Yeah, he was on a game show with Bojack.
Okay. Who won?
Well, it was for charity, and Bojack and Daniel Radcliffe didn't remember Bojack, even though
he did not remember Bojack.
No, even though they had met before, they had a very meaningful conversation. And he was like, yeah, when you're so famous, you meet so many people, blah 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 blah. You forget everyone. And then the last question for Bojack was, who starred in the Harry Potter movies?
Okay.
And Bojack said, well, when you're famous, you meet so many people. So I want to say Elijah Wood. And all the money that Bojack would have won for charity just burned, like literally burned.
Okay then.
So yeah, that's season 2 of Bojack Horseman.
All right.
Which I'm rewatching, which is what I go to every time I don't know what to rewatch.
Yeah.
I started watching Big Mouth. Okay. And I couldn't stand it.
Again. I've heard of it. I can't picture what it's about though.
It's about a bunch of kids going through puberty. It's a cartoon.
Oh, okay.
It's a very adult cartoon. And it's pretty gross.
Were you a fan of Aqua Teen Hunger Force?
Yes, very much.
That's a good show. I like that one, yeah.
That's a good one, yeah.
Just rewatch that.
Movie. Oh, yeah? You just rewatched that?
No, I'm saying you should just go rewatch that if you're looking for a cartoon.
Yeah, I don't know what streaming that's on.
Yeah, I don't know if it is. Did you say they're making another movie?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
They're making another Aqua Teen movie.
Nice.
Along with Metalocalypse and I think what was the third one? Maybe Venture Brothers?
I never liked Venture Brothers. I don't think I ever saw Metalocalypse.
Yeah, I could never get into Venture Brothers. Never got into Johnny Quest either, so that's probably why.
Yeah.
Cartoon talk. I like that.
Now, I'm confused because you said the name of the episode wrong. I corrected you, and then we moved completely away from the episode to talk about our Twitter interactions, or did I miss something? Did I black out and miss our conversation about the episode?
No, we haven't gotten to the episode yet.
Okay.
No, this is. I mean, we don't. I'm not sure if you know this, but we don't get into the episode, meat and potatoes of the episode, till about 20 minutes in.
Well, I know, but usually once you say the name of what we're here to talk about, we usually pivot into it, and then I guess I don't know how we pivoted back out of it. So I just want to make sure I didn't miss something.
No.
I've been known to black out while podcasting because being a podcaster is not even one of my 3 most important roles that I play in life.
I know, that's disappointing. I would assume it was like maybe number 2.
Number 2, after being a father, but before being a husband?
Yeah.
Okay, that seems unreasonable.
Yeah, so I don't know anything about these Harry Potter movies or non-Harry Potter movies that Daniel Radcliffe's been in.
Are you not a Harry Potter fan?
No, jeez, no.
Okay.
No.
I'm not either, but I'm not like so anti-Harry Potter as that response seems to suggest.
I just, it's like 4 years of liberals calling Trump Voldemort and not having actual like arguments for why he's bad just really scarred me.
Okay. Did you ever watch any of the movies or read any of the books?
I saw the movies and read some of the, like I've seen like half the movies. And I've read like the first 3 books.
Okay.
When I was a wee lad.
Nice.
But no. Once liberals just compared everything to everything in politics to Harry Potter, I just got sick of it.
Okay, that's understandable. I mean, I won't say I never heard the Trump Voldemort comparison, but I never found it overwhelmingly predominant.
Yeah, it's out there. It's very, I found it very common on Twitter and
yeah.
Hit that mute button, man.
I'm hitting mute on where I record. Remember, I don't use the Zoom audio for my
that's right. Okay.
So now everyone's going to think you're just being an asshole telling me to use the mute button even though they will have heard nothing.
I heard it.
Why is Brian being such an asshole to Alex? What mute button for what? There was nothing but Brian talking and Alex politely listening.
Interesting. But yeah, no, that's like liberals, like middle of the road liberals, like love to compare politics to like fantasy and shit. And it's like just make solid arguments. You know,
yeah.
like,
and it's not hard with Donald Trump either. Like there's the possible arguments abound, so I don't know why you would focus on anything else.
Right. It's like, oh, and then like Hillary is Hermione, that kind of thing.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah. It's like girl boss language. Just, I don't know.
No, we know how you feel about girl bosses.
We do?
Mm-hmm.
When have we talked about that?
We haven't, but you tweeted about it the other day.
Oh, yeah, I did.
The Toozler loves a girl boss.
Only Lola Bunny.
Is Lola Bunny a girl boss?
That was the intention of it, like the new movie, I guess. I don't know. I didn't watch it.
Okay, well, I did.
How? Oh, you watched the new Space Jam?
Yeah, I took my son to see it on Friday night.
How was it?
It was better than everyone's saying it was. I think that the original one was better. Maybe that's just because I was a Michael Jordan fan. I was a basketball fan back then. I feel like this one was too convoluted. Like a lot of people complain about the different crossovers with Warner stuff, and I don't think it was awful. But at a certain point, and no, like in fact, none of the crossover stuff really bothered me. It was just it kind of dragged on. I don't think it needed to be 2 hours, and it just wasn't a very well thought out plot, I would say.
Wait, so you are a basketball fan?
I was in the 90s when the original one came out.
Not so much anymore, huh?
No, I can't remember the last time I watched basketball.
I'm watching the Bucks on Tuesday with my dad.
Go Suns.
Hell no. Bucks in 6. Let's do it.
Suns in 7. Let's do this shit.
You're gonna be the death of me with that Suns 7 bullshit.
Well, that's what we need.
I don't know about that. Meow food.
Meow food.
I wonder, can the audience hear that?
Yes.
Is that
yes.
recording?
No,
Nice.
It's always there.
Nice.
No one's ever said anything about it,
though.
Our audience is too nice. We have a polite little audience.
I'm just a little... And polite, I guess.
And audience.
And audience, yeah.
I think like the whole phrase would just be kind of bolded and then in italics.
Bold and italics, okay.
Yeah, that's how you know it's emphasis, if it's bold and italic. Maybe underlined.
I'm not drunk, I'm italic. I'm just
what?
upset. I'm not drunk, I'm italic.
I heard what you said, I don't understand it. Am I supposed to get that?
I'm like not standing up straight, I'm just like leaning over.
Oh, okay, that's clever. Alright, you got me on that one.
I'm just italic.
You're just italic. At first I thought you were doing another racist slur. I thought it was like a play on Italian or something. Like I'm not drunk, I'm just Italian.
Why do you assume I'm always going to the racist well?
I don't know. You always assume I'm going to the racist well. I could pull up audio clips where you're always accusing me of being racist.
I do that jokingly.
And you think I'm being serious?
I don't know.
And you never will.
All right. Do I want to grab another beer before we get into the episode?
How about you grab another beer and we're going to take a quick commercial break. That's right. We have commercial breaks now, guys. So well, we're going to have a quick commercial break here, and when we come back, we will actually be on topic.
Hey, Alex.
Hey, Brian. How you doing?
Good. How about you?
I'm doing well, thank you.
Can I interest you in signing up for the Patreon?
The Patreon? Which Patreon is that? There are so many Patreon options out there. I need more details, please.
I'm talking about our Patreon, buddy.
We have a Patreon?
Well, of course we have a Patreon.
Wow, I did not know that. Tell me more. I'm interested. I want to know what I could get if I signed up for our Patreon.
Okay, well, first of all, it's $3 a month. That's the lowest tier. And you get access to all of our bonus episodes, all 7 going on 8.
$3 a month? That's it?
That's it.
That's basically nothing. Like, I could probably dig that up and change in my couch right now.
You got one rich couch, my friend.
Yeah, well, I think it could produce $3 a month. I've got a lot of quarters, so...
Yeah, it's the same price as a fancy cup of coffee.
Exactly, yeah.
Most podcasts do $5 a month as their lowest tier, I've noticed.
$5? That sounds like kind of a ripoff.
Every podcast that I subscribe to, there's 4 of them, I think.
Okay.
Or I subscribe to their Patreon. Yeah, all 4 of them are $5 a month.
Now, I don't mean to harp on this, but you're currently unemployed, is that correct?
I have an interesting employment situation. I wouldn't say unemployed. I technically am hired by 2 different people.
Okay, but with your current income, you can still afford $20 a month, is this correct?
Barely.
Okay, but so do you think, knowing that, is it unreasonable that anyone could afford $3 a month to get our bonus episodes?
Oh, absolutely. It would be a lot easier if they're all $3 a month.
Right, so I would say maybe our listeners should start with ours, and if they need to cut any out of the budget, move to the $5 ones.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that's a good idea. We're good financial planners.
Yeah, see, we care about our listeners' future. We know that they have long-term goals they want to accomplish, and we don't want to step on that.
Exactly. That's why our lowest tier is $3. And if you sign up now, what you get in the $5 tier, you'd get in the $3 tier.
Oh wow, that's one hell of a deal.
Am I saying that correctly, or do I have that wrong? Do I have that?
Yeah, I think that's what we had talked about. Yeah.
Excuse me. Okay. All right.
Where do I go? Like, if I wanted to sign up for this, where would I go?
You would go to patreon.com/ZGLabPod.
Okay, Patreon. No, I don't think there's a .com after ZG Lab.
Patreon.
Patreon.com/ZGLabPod.com. Now you just sound like an old grandma talking about the internet or something.
Sound like a what?
An old grandma talking about the internet. Thinks every part of it has to end with .com.
That's me. The old grandma. Just wait until you try my cookies, though. There's a lot of weed in them.
So that's patreon.com/ZGLabPod.
Yes.
All right. Well, I'm going to go check that out right now. All right. Thanks to our sponsor for the great commercial break, but we are back.
We're sponsoring ourselves?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I like that.
We've got other sponsors. We had Royal Guitars. If they want to send us a commercial, I'd be happy to drop that in as well. But as of right now, our only commercial is for us. So
I thought we broke up with Royal Guitars.
Oh, that was a joke, I think. I don't know. I can't keep track of this shit. The sluice is loose.
The what? The sluice is loose?
The sluice is loose.
Sluice is loose. Let's get OJ on the pod.
Oh my god, I've tried. I think I tweeted him for both collections, and I didn't hear back on either.
Damn. Be like, I only want to talk about football.
Just want to talk about football.
Not football memorabilia for which he went to prison.
Right, yeah. We know that he will attempt to murder someone over football memorabilia. I mean, we can say that because he was literally convicted of attempted murder, so I legally don't have to say anything other than he could attempt to murder us for sports memorabilia.
Right.
But he at one point he had allegedly murdered his ex-wife, but he was found innocent in a court of law. So legally speaking, all I can say is that all he's ever done is attempt to murder someone in Las Vegas over sports memorabilia.
Yes, exactly. Good for him.
Yeah.
I'm not black, I'm OJ. That's what he said.
He said, I'm not black, I'm OJ?
Yeah. That's in a Jay-Z song where he's like, I'm not black, I'm OJ.
Nice.
Okay. It's a good song. I can't say the name of it, though.
Why? Oh, does it have a slur in it?
I think so.
I'm not a big Jay-Z fan, so.
Oh. No, so it's from his last good album.
The Blueprint 2?
No, 444.
I don't think I ever heard that one.
No, it's actually called The Story of OJ.
Okay.
It just has a lot of slurs in it.
Well, most rap does.
I wouldn't say most.
You would not say that most rap has slurs in it?
I wouldn't say most. I mean, there's a lot of different kinds of hip hop out there.
But we're talking about rap. All rap is hip hop, but not all hip hop is rap.
Oh, okay, all right.
Right? Am I wrong? I don't know. I'm not an expert. I mean, I can just hear myself being canceled over and over again. Like the last 5 minutes of this episode are nothing but me getting canceled.
I'd say they're one and the same. I don't know. I'm not an expert either, even though it's like one of my favorite music since I was like 6.
Yeah.
Fun fact: the first CD I ever owned was "Gangsta's Paradise" by Coolio.
Okay. Mine was Backstreet Boys.
Oh, okay, nice. I had that one too.
Okay.
I had the parental advisory sticker and everything.
Nice.
My parents were like, He doesn't know what any of this means, so it doesn't matter.
My first parental advisory CD was Enema of the State.
Oh, nice. Yeah, I was literally like 6 years old.
Nice.
6 or 7. I just like this song from Dangerous Minds a lot.
Yeah.
Anyway, Community. Do we want to talk about it?
I guess, if we have to.
All right, let's dive into the episode. Alex, did you pick this one?
I did, yeah. This is one of mine.
Okay, I thought so. I thought as much.
So that means you did not like it.
No, I like it, but I wouldn't have picked it.
Right, because you only pick episodes that you end up hating.
Right, yeah, that seems to be the track record.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Okay, so where did you land on this episode then?
I liked it. I liked it fine. I found it difficult to take notes, so I didn't take notes.
Okay.
Because it was constantly, it's constantly changing.
Yeah.
It's just a bunch of clips. There's not really much to take notes on.
Okay. I think that this was hilarious. I thought this is one of the best episodes of the whole series run. And unlike the other episode that I picked, Advanced Gay, I feel like this one still holds up. Like, we've talked a lot about, Advanced Gay has its own stack of problems within the more woke times we live in, within the times where human rights seem to be much more important even to be depicted and not poked fun at. So Advanced Gay has its own set of problems, but many of the other episodes we've talked about, I've just been like, yeah, this doesn't really hold up. This is kind of not as good. But this one, I still think is like fucking incredible.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, for my ADD brain, it was really good because it was always changing and there was a lot to like look at and digest. So I like that. I like that aspect of it.
Okay.
Yeah, it was pretty funny. The AV Club liked it, which we'll get to later.
Yeah.
But yeah, so why did you pick this one?
Because I think it's like a very high concept art that I think was done very well, and like there's lots of nuances that maybe it's hard to catch the first time, and I think it's of an era of television where it could like actually be deceiving, because it deceived me, and that's because as I've talked about before, my first time watching this show was just tuning in on Thursday nights on NBC or whatever night, or at the latest the next day it would be on like Comcast On Demand or whatever. So I remember watching this one, and they start talking about things that have happened in previous episodes. And whenever they're talking, when they talk, they're actually describing things that have happened in other episodes. And they cut to a clip, and I believe the first clip is like in the Old West town. And I was sitting there thinking, I was like, oh fuck, I don't remember that episode. That's weird. Did I miss that one? And then that happened a couple more times, and then like maybe 10 minutes in, I was like, oh, these are fake clips. They're subverting the even more antiquated notion of the clip show, because so many older TV shows, before you could just get it all on DVD or Netflix or wherever, the only way you could see some of these your favorite moments from shows was through clip shows. I mean, we saw Seinfeld, Friends, The Simpsons.
True. Yeah, I liked the really meta aspect of it. I don't know. I didn't have a whole lot to say about this one, other than it was just really good.
Yeah. Well, I think it pays off a lot of things. So, like, we get the answer about the pens from Cooperative Calligraphy.
Yeah. I don't know. I didn't really like walk away from this one with a whole lot to say. I don't know why.
Well, I thought it gave him a chance to get off like some really good one-liners that maybe they had thought about. Well, maybe we'll use this sometime, but then they never found a chance. Especially like with all of the Dean's silly entrances. Like, I really like that riff. And then especially because it comes back with the cartoon at the end, like the Dean's cartoon, which I think is hilarious. I just think it gives them a chance to do a lot of funny one-liners, and because I think we've talked a lot about the show it gets more interesting sometimes when it moves away from campus, and a vast majority of these clips like move them away from campus, but they're just like in these small little doses, and it's funny. I really like the one where they're at the house and the dean's like, "This habitat is for humanity," and like the house is destroyed, and then Jeff and Britta don't step forward, and I just think they're all so funny and they're so good, and like there's some that I really wish they had gone back, or that those were real episodes. I think they're really good.
Yeah, like the St. Patrick's Day.
Right, sure. And I like that that's one that comes up in a few different clips.
Times, yeah.
Yeah, uh-huh.
Where Troy is like, on every TV show, they poke the back of the boat and makes
it go faster. Yeah, it's good.
The one-liner where it's like, they were racist, like 1800s Disney racists.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a lot of great one-liners, and I loved how each clip is so elaborate too.
Right.
You know, like with all the dean's costume changes and all that, like yeah, I don't know. I didn't have a lot to say about it because it didn't like push the story forward or anything.
Yeah.
So I don't really have a whole lot of notes to take.
Okay.
But yeah, I still walked away loving it. You know, it was a good detour from the overall story.
Right, and I think it all really comes together. Like, I love the clip of Jeff's speeches at the end, like all patched together like that, because it makes the speech just kind of insane.
Yeah. It must have been. I wonder how the shooting process was for that episode, because like there's so many changes and stuff like that that are so many shots that are like used for like 30 seconds, if that, you know.
And they had to like go back and recreate part of the Halloween episode.
Yeah.
And I'm trying to think if there were other ones like that, but yeah, it must have been like a real bitch to get it the way they wanted.
Right, but yeah, it's just so ambitious, though.
Right, exactly. Ambitious. That's a good word for it. And I think that's why it's something that I really like.
Yeah, and they really pulled it off, I think.
Yeah.
Should we see what AV Club has to say?
Oh, yeah, let's do it.
All right, we have no live Googling this week.
Wow, oh my god.
Okay.
This is exciting.
Yeah. I didn't really read the article, though. I just pulled it up.
Oh, okay. Well, then I take back my applause.
It's just, progress.
That's true.
So, okay. First sentence, last sentence. Here we go.
A tried and true method, if anything.
Of course. There's not really a lot to paradigms of human memory, but it might be one of the funniest Community episodes ever done. Okay.
True.
Oh, and our friend Emily Todd Vanderwerf, gave it an A.
Okay, that's absolutely right.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, for sure. And then what does the last sentence say here? All right. Doom, fuck off.
All right. Well, that is an interesting review. I don't know why she would put that at the end, but yeah. Once again, your theory doesn't really hold up. That doesn't really tell me anything at the end.
All right, hold on. I got it for real here. Doom, go away.
Okay, well, all right, so she took the F word out of it, so that's good. But still, Doom, go away is not really anything worth having in a critique of this episode.
All right, here it is for real. For that and for this episode's ridiculously fun structure and barrage of jokes, paradigms of human memory reminded me of just why I'm so happy we've had this season of this show.
All right.
Oh, so the G is silent.
And there we go. Yes,
All right. Wow, it took me that long. Took me that
I'm
long.
still not sure where you're getting the R, though, because paragrams makes it seem like there's an R towards the end of the word.
I don't know either. All right, so that's what the AV Club had to say.
Well, good on them. They got it right. I fully support the AV Club. Their best thing that ever came out of Wisconsin.
No, I wouldn't say that's true at all.
Better than the Cheese. Better than the Culvers. Better than the football teams.
Better than the Bucks.
Better than the Bucks, absolutely. I mean, better than all of basketball, basically.
But... yeah, I don't know about that. All right. So, do you have any final thoughts about the episode here?
No, not really. I've never really stopped to think that it doesn't really move along the overall arc of the season really at all, but I don't care. It's just too good.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, yeah, it's definitely a highlight. That's for sure. I don't know if it's a bad thing that I didn't walk away from it having a lot to say or feel about it. If that's like a sign.
I don't know. What do you think?
I don't know either. All I know is that I drank 4 beers during this podcast and waiting for this podcast, and I want to lay down.
Well, now might be the time to do that.
Yeah, so I have now I have an excuse to end the podcast.
Great.
Now I have a way to end it.
Okay, go ahead and do that.
So thank you for listening to the podcast. That's all we got for you this week. Don't forget our Patreon. Don't forget to follow us on Twitter. I'm pretty content with my Twitter presence.
Okay.
Even though I have to tweet about the Bucks from our shared account.
Yeah, that's a problem.
Yeah, well, it'll only be a problem until Tuesday when the Bucks win. Mm-hmm. It's 6, baby. It's 6. Let's fucking go. Greek Freak, J. Rue.
Suns in 7.